But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit.
Shazam! Holy smokes, 3 days of memes. It's been crazy this week and headed into a weekend. This is Spicy Friday. Y'all send them, I post them. Your job, let me know down below what your favorite one is. We've got no power here in Johnson City, Tennessee, at least in my side of the town, so I'm using Windows, and I know the sound ain't gonna be that great, but we're gonna have fun. What is on here with the dying battery to my laptop is fantastic. Y'all have sent them. It's been a crazy, crazy week. Let me get back to the beginning because this is take number 2. I started laughing and then I started coughing. Are you ready? Next, Mr. Guns and Gear says, now is your time. I see y'all, everyone 500 miles inland with your Salt Life decals. This is your time to shine. I want to acknowledge the first responders that are out there making it happen. Right now, it is crazy here in East Tennessee as well as Western North Carolina. There's a lot of crazy out there, but right here it is wild out there, and I've been worried about it all day. Got no power here. I'm fine, but just over the hill. Holy smokes, it's bad. It's bad. Next, for safety reasons, please stay inside until the storm passes. Floridians. Catch me outside, girl, go!
Catch me outside, how about that?
All right, I forgot to mention at the beginning, parents. This episode's PG-12ish, parents. Wow, a little bit. Next, DC Drano says, raised by Trump, barren. Raised by Obama. Raised by Biden. And raised by Harris. I have things to say. I'm not going to say it. Next. Michael Henry, every time when your leaders start putting you and your friends into work camps instead of giving out free stuff. Communists. Wait. Did I miss a page in the manifesto? Did I miss a page? Next. Oh, this is fantastic. Americans are growing tired of our ancestors being compared to the migrants of today. Settling in an undeveloped land and building a civilization is not comparable to moving to a post-industrial nation and signing up for welfare. And now the PG-13 part. Next, the Appalachian Podcast says this. Hey, y'all, here's a little song I wrote called All Governments Are Lying Cocksuckers. I'm embarrassed. That's when I started laughing last time. I had to restart. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Next, couples who finish each other's sentences. Yay. Next, a guide how secretly bring a knife to American school. Sounds like whoever made that meme needs to go back to American school. I don't know. They always joke about guns in schools and make memes about it, but that's a really, really dumb add-on to that AR. Next, Steph says, we were never supposed to have this much access to stupid people's thoughts, beliefs, and opinions. Yeah, social media is a mess. Next, Mike says, Walgreens is Walmart for people who have even less to lose. No one in Walgreens at any given moment is afraid to die. I truly love it there. I love it in Walgreens. I don't know, y'all's Walgreens, ours in gray is pretty great. I went to one in Roanoke, Virginia one time, and they were all at Twitter. And I was like, what's the matter? And they said, we just got robbed. And I said, when? They said, literally when you were pulling in. Cops are on their way. Welcome to Walgreens in Roanoke. Next. Customers with NFA items shooting on our range are required to show tax stamp paperwork. Thank you for your cooperation. Y'all gonna be showing tax stamp paperwork at a range? Tracy Morgan, go!
No. 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 Hell no.
All right, next. A bunch of y'all sent this one. Elon says, wow. The stress of being president really changes them. U.S. presidents at the beginning and end of their term. Obama went gray. Trump looks the same. And Biden didn't quite make it to the end of his term. Next. Unborn babies disguise selves as death row inmates so liberals will defend their right to live. From the Babylon Bee.
12 seconds later.
Oh, geez, I started laughing again. Next. Whoever thinks the government can be overthrown with a militia doesn't know how tanks and jet fighters work. Rational guy says, but you claim the government was almost overthrown on January 6th by unarmed people merely walking into a building. All they can do is get mad. That's it. That's all they got. Next. This is where I started laughing. Hi, I'd like a wake-up call. All the gun violence is coming from the left. Thank you. Boop. Next, check them out. How pro-grown are we? Yep, that much. Just put them in a vending machine. Next, them Diddy toys hit stores soon. Yep, can't stop, won't stop with the baby oil. Diddy. Next, hey, shout out to Hector the cat. Shout out to Hector, our boy. Our cat Hector just casually hanging out with the frickin' SWAT team. You know that SWAT guy was slightly entertained. Next, fellas, PSA. Disregard lusty females and acquire firearms. Fellas, hold the line, stick to the mission, disregard lusty females. Senor Chango.
I'll allow it.
Holy smokes, I'm sure the lighting is wonky. The clouds are just doing their thing. We're going analog today. We're doing it analog. Next, Zero Dark Thirsty posted this. Teacher called and suggested my son be put in special ed, but I've been doing his work. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. Next, I don't usually talk about my expensive trips, but I just got back from the grocery store. Next, Gen X, where y'all at? I'm this old. Yep. I can feel that seat, the back of that seat. I can totally feel that. Next. When the ATF knocks on your door, hey, hold up, but they didn't see the sign. No gay retards. Sorry, ATF, not sorry. American flag shotgun guy, go! Get some! All right, today's episode is brought to you by Wooks. You know that I love them. Timeless, classic designs just over the hill in Hickory, North Carolina. They're all real wood, none of that composite garbage. Y'all know I love mine. I've got the best Varmint 22 in the neighborhood. Holy smokes, it went together perfectly. It's gorgeous, and I am literally in love with this gun. It's Wooks. There is a link below. Follow that. Pound that link if you don't mind. And if you want to save, do you want to save? Use code JohnnyB10. I am proud to be sponsored by Wooks. It is chef's kiss. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're going to love it. Head over there. Tell them I sent you. You people, thanks for every thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate you people. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Next. One bite of this chip would kill a 15th century peasant instantly. Probably. I kind of want that bottom chip though. Those are good. Next. Beep beep. Honk if the news makes you want to modify a bulldozer. Yep. Next. This bag is so tiny. What can it hold? It's tiny. Me. My patience for people. That's all I got. I'm running out. Next. I can't afford health care. I can't find a job. Let's give $20 billion to Israel. Why is Ukraine not in there also? Both should be in there. Both should be in there. Next. Oh, geez. Happy Lesbian Awareness Week. Car seat kid, go.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. Bullshit.
Next. All right, one of my favorites this week. Mississippi attorney accused of bringing contraband into correctional facility. Tomorrowland says, it's always the ones you'd least expect. Saul Goodman, go.
And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Better call Saul. Saul Goodman, attorney at law.
All right, next, my boy David says this. Remember that time when we couldn't eat inside, but we could eat outside? So they brought the inside outside, so the outside was like being inside, but it was still outside, so that was okay. That was fun. That was fun. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Next. My home printer, the one time of year, I ask it to print something. You can't do this to me. Printers. Next. Hey, friend. Politicians don't love you. You shouldn't love them. It's weird and embarrassing. They work for us, or at least they're supposed to. They're not rock stars. That one hurts me too, a little bit. Next. Michael Henry. Joe Rogan. So you call them your friends and you still steal their memes. Based Frog says, yes, Joe. Yes, we do. I steal memes from all my friends, at least the funny ones. Next. Hey, experts warn hurricane in Hurricane Alley during hurricane season, clear sign of climate change. You know what we're doing. Get him, Greta.
How dare you?
All right, let's stick with the B next. Bum, bum, bum. Black man faces punishment for disobeying his Democrat masters. I ain't touching it. Next. Trump will start World War III. Says party autographing bombs to be launched at Russia. That's real. Look at them smiling at Zelensky back there. Little Zelensky. He's just a little fella. Next. This is real from the Washington Post. Opinion. Why do Americans want guns? It comes down to one word. One word. Declaration of Memes says, let's see if we can guess this one. What's the word? Question of the day. What's the word? Why do Americans want guns? There's one word. Put it down there. Next. This is a tough one. Imagine being a semi-conscious fetus floating in oblivion when a needle comes out of nowhere and headshots you for the insta-kill because your mother would rather make PowerPoints for $60,000 a year than raise you. Next. I love this one. Appalachian freedom fighters visiting a UN outpost in Southwest Virginia circa 2028. Where's that one out, fellas? I think that's at Big Stone Gap. I think they're up in Big Stone Gap. I'm a reserve member of that group right there. At least I hope so. Woo! Next. We all dreamed of looking like Leonardo DiCaprio and Britney Spears when we were teenagers, and now we finally do. It's funny. Next. Jack says, I can't afford to eat food. You know that's Russian disinformation, right? Right? Next. What's Michelle going to give up here? Someone is going to have to give up a piece of their pie so that someone else can have more. 4 homes, $11 million on Martha's Vineyard, $8 million in Hawaii, $8 million in Washington, and a 1.7 in Chicago. I doubt that's a mansion. It's probably a house in Chicago. Yep, going to give up your piece of pie there? Mike? Geico Camel, go!
Mike.
All right, next. It's a new book by Dr. Seuss. Stop blowing up kids with my effing tax money. A lot of reality today. We got a spicy one today. Holy smokes. Next. Well said, says Tim Young. Democrats, a bunch of rich people convincing poor people to vote for rich people by telling the poor people that the other rich people are the reason they're poor. Vote blue no matter who. Next. Mr. Putin, why did you invade Ukraine? Well, I grew up a middle class kid. A neighborhood of folks who are very proud of their lawns. I have no Russian accent whatsoever. I've never had one, but I can do with these. Next. Magpul, the real Magpul posted this. Who made this? Live, laugh, and lay down suppressing fire. Get some. Next. Oh, this is good. Firearms Policy Coalition. The FPC posted this today. If y'all are following all of that 3D printer nonsense, the self-manufacture of firearms has been a long-time tradition in America. More importantly, it's essential to the right to keep and bear arms. 3D printer, go brrrr. Yep. A10 Warthog, go. All right, next. Isley says this. New executive order just dropped. How about we respond with feather and tar? Next. Americans are struggling to pay their bills. And the American politicians' response? Just in. This is from this week. U.S. to send another $8 billion in weapons to Ukraine, and the U.S. to send another $8 billion in weapons to Israel. Next. People who don't want a border wall. Drug cartels, sex traffickers, smugglers, MS-13 rapists, and the Dems. They really don't want a border wall. They really, really don't. We can't afford it, though. We really can't. Next. I'm just a little guy. Trump Tower. Come on, Zelensky. You got to be this tall to enter Trump Tower. I'm just a little fella. Next. This is real. Inmate who strangled an 11-month-old will get taxpayer-funded gender surgery, judge rules. Historians. 1,000 years from now, studying the decline and fall of the American empire. Next. Hey, on the interview, can you manage a budget? No, you're hired. The U.S. Treasury. Next. Al Franken says, as a Jew that hates Trump, I will be happy to have a lot to do with his loss this November. Viking Rob says, hey, Al, you should probably just shut the F up. I'll allow it. Next. Urgh, that face. Be me. Walking around in public with my concealed carry. Someone starts a mask. This is my time. App image. I kill him. I save untold lives. And then I go to court. And I get charged with murder of a federal agent. My face win. God, that's really good. In my brain, Drama Llama just ran. What in the world is this? It was all of it. All of it just ran. Next. It's waiting for your dad to hand over your weekly allowance. Third time. Him just a little fella. Next. Mark Zuckerberg, this is real. Mark Zuck now reportedly identifies as a libertarian. Real libertarians. What kind of libertarian are you? Which kind? Which kind? Next. Michael Henry says, we live in a society where homosexuals lecture us on morals. Transsexuals lecture us on human biology. Baby killers lecture us on human rights. Communists lecture us on economics. And Satanists lecture us on religion. Yep. Next. The old FUD. Hello, ATF. There's a couple boys down here firing off rounds less than 10 seconds apart. I think they got machine guns. Their rifles seem a bit short. And when I asked for their papers, one fella said, tax stamp this, and showed me the tip of his penis. American flag shotgun guy, go. Get some. Up next is my favorite of the week. Let me know what your favorite one was. Brought to you by Blackout Coffee. Yes, I hear you. Y'all love Morning Reaper. Y'all are in love with Morning Reaper. I still like Blueberry Crumble. Link is below. Use my link. That helps me out. Are you ready? Favorite of the week. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Next. Shelly Andrea Jack says, so which person traveled 160 miles to get a cheesy Dreamcast horror game? This girl. Car seat kid, go.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.